rolling. What's going on, everybody? Let's get on in here with me so we can sit down and have a conversation. What's up? Close up that smoked dog. That temperature back up. All right, y'all. What's going on? I got that smoker rolling, and I wanted to have a quick conversation with everybody, like we do every year. Let me see who's in the building here. Let's see who we got. Miss. Not even doing this. Miss Lady Blues, how you doing? Lena Heller, Lily Mae, Patient Saint, what's up, brother? Big Bad, how you doing? Second Floor Gardens, how you doing? Natasha, how you doing? Natasha Newsom, there you go. Marilyn, how you doing? K-Sale, G Cole, TLC in the Garden, how you doing, my sister? Q-Dub, I got my first real investment in 2000. Okay, that's great, Lena. That's wonderful. TLC in the Garden. Erica, how you doing? Von Wheel, Off the Grid. Blue Hill Urban, how you doing? Let's see, Point C. Urban Backyard Homesteading, how y'all doing? Ivory, how you doing? Sun Energy, what's up, my sister? Sherry Fowler, how you doing? Lois, how you doing? G Cole in the house. All right, y'all. Let's get this going. I got two things I need to talk about. The other one is gonna be on a whole nother video. Okay. Matter of fact, let me get this rolling real quick. Get them wood chips. Them wood chips and them my secret recipe down in there. That boy, that's hot. There it is. There it is. Okay. What's up? What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, Lo. Hey, yo. What's that? Angela said, hello, how you doing? Hello, how you doing? I can't pronounce your name. How you doing, though? Alien, I think it is. I tried. That's why I don't be trying them names like that. We got a couple trolls in here. Okay. Yeah, I won't remember that. I'm sorry. I'm going to be honest with you. I won't remember that. It's hundreds and thousands of people come through here. I won't remember that. Especially if you don't got a thumbnail. I won't remember that. How you doing? Let's get this going. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry with the names. That's why I don't call people names, and people get offended when I don't call people names. If those names is like way just, man, these things roll past us so fast. We can't concentrate on that. I'm be honest with you. And when people make up a name, they think it's cute, but when we want to address you or say hi to you, man, trying to pronounce all of that, it's rough. All right, Tony, what's going on? Hey, y'all, look, I'm coming in here right now. And I want to talk to y'all about one subject right off the bat. From the Midwest to the East Coast is about to get hit with a winter storm, even down here in the South, touching down all the way to the Gulf. Does everybody know about that? Kind of turn that a little bit. Is everybody aware of that? And the reason why I want to talk about it and address it real quick before I talk about anything else is, man, it's people out here that still ain't ready. It's people out here that still ain't ready. Okay, Patient Saint said, yep, it's about to blow. It's people out here that still ain't ready, still haven't done anything, still haven't gotten prepared. Uh, Let me see. The whole East Coast. And everybody should, right now, everybody really should be really truly staying on their weather channel and listening to what's my man name? Ryan, I think his name is. Man, y'all better stop playing. Look, you see me out here, t-shirt, that's it. So yeah, it's been cold here the last couple days in California, urban backyard homesteading. Okay. And you want to know, Ryan Hall, that's his name, Ryan Hall. You want to know something crazy, y'all? Is 1 minute, it was dipping down into the 20s, the upper 20s, on my land, right? For no reason. But then it'll be 80 degrees in the daytime. Then it'll just keep shifting like that. I ran my wood stove almost every day for about 2 weeks because it didn't even make any sense. I almost felt like I was wasting my wood because I knew it was going to dip down in these high 20s, upper 30s for maybe 4 hours, 5 hours. Next thing you know, it's going to be cool. And today I'll be out here with shorts on, you know. So here's the deal. Now that we coming into winter, like, hey, Carla, we coming into winter. Let me see here. Back to your roots says, amen, people not ready. Some folks up north still don't have a working furnace. Right. We're usually still in shorts in Louisiana this time of year. Thunder says, yes, froze for 2 days in San Antonio. Okay, okay. Chosen says, it's hot in Southern California during the day and cold at night. TLC, colder than normal in Ohio for this time. I heard about that. TLC, I heard that my family was reporting back to me, telling me, man, 7 degrees and 17 degrees and hip high snow like the old days. I said, y'all better get y'all stuff together, man. Let me see here. Urban Backyard Homestead say, I know I felt the cold before my Alabama family. Now they say it's going to be 13 degrees tonight, but was in the 70s and beautiful a few days ago. Right. Patients say, remember what they went through in Texas in that one storm. I remember. And you want to know something else? It's supposed to be dipping down in the teens here in South Carolina, right? At this house. I got my greenhouse. I got my, you know, I'm stay ready. But we remember you had to use the heater for a few weeks ago. The greenhouse, right, right. So now I'm telling y'all right now is, man, what do you need to know? What do you need to know to get yourself together? I got that boy rolling back there. What do you need to know to get yourself together? I'm just give you a couple of pointers if you have no idea whatsoever. We ain't gonna make it. We ain't gotta make it crazy. It ain't gonna be nothing where you don't understand. Okay. And if you have questions about these certain things, I'll answer them, and I'll put some of these products in the description box so you don't got to go looking around for them. Number one, you need a diesel heater. Before I go there, I'm gonna tell you what I have. See, I'm in central part of Texas with this, and up and down weather, right? Be ready for power outages once the snow hits. Okay, listen, exactly. Be ready for power outages, and you need more than one way to heat your home. Okay. Number one, you need some kind of, I'm going to tell you what I have, okay? I ain't going to tell you what to get. I'm going to tell you what I have, and it never lets me down. I have a diesel heater. I have a kerosene heater. I have a propane heater, like buddy heaters, and I have a wood stove. Think about this. You think it's overkill, right? It ain't overkill, and I'm gonna tell you why. I couldn't get one of my diesel heaters started the other day because something been nibbling on the wire. Okay? What did I have to do? Either pull out this propane heater, the kerosene heater, or pull out, get some wood in that wood stove and get it crunked. Let's see. Valerie says, my son in Washington State and the power went out the other night and it's cold. Right, right. Listen. I got friends, close friends and family in Washington, and I checked on them today. Like, listen, y'all know, if it get too crazy, come on home, come back down here. I got you. You know. So it's bad. That's actually why I'm doing this video right now like this. Say it's cold in Ohio, it's 28 degrees. God, I can't go back. Marilyn says, I have 2 kerosene heaters. I started buying kerosene in August. I was listening, Lid. Okay. So you was watching my video on the Buddy Flex just to remind. Yes. Say, Lena Heller says our lights flicker on and off in Houston. Listen, y'all. Listen, wait a minute. Listen, what you gonna do if your lights go out? Are you ready? Are you ready for that at all? For your lights to be going out right now? I don't think you're ready for that. That's right. Living the dream. Make sure you maintenance your diesel heater. Listen. Make sure you maintenance your buddy heater, because all of my friends and family have been having problems with their buddy heaters. That's because if you either leave a tank on it all year, it does something weird to it. That's number one. Number two, if you don't clean off that little probe, the little temperature probe thing, you ain't gonna be able to start it. It's gonna be acting funny. There's certain things you need to do and check up on your maintenance for your buddy heater. Okay? Do it now. Like right now while we're talking. I want you to do it. Okay? So we're gonna try to make this an hour. If you guys ain't got no questions, we'll roll it that way. But for the most part, I want you to pull this stuff out now and check it. If you have a kerosene heater, and I can't state this enough. If you have a kerosene heater and you always say that your kerosene heater smells like kerosene, say there's a reason they got rid of wood burning chimneys in new houses. That's right, because it saves you money. If you have a kerosene heater, when is the last time that you changed the wick? JP says, I'm going out to get a kerosene heater now. Oh, going to get a heater out now. Okay. I'm going to get my kerosene heater. Okay, got you. See, I've had a buddy heater for 3 years and it's still in the box. I'm not going to tell you what you should be doing, okay? Mr. Led, we got that energy usage report. We use less this time last year, but the bill amount is double crazy. Well, we know why. We know why. Okay? Hey, Grown Will Hustle. What's up, my sister? Let's see. Is it safe to run a kerosene heater in an apartment? I cannot give you that legal advice. That crosses over into legal stuff for me. I can't give you that advice, okay? And nobody else in here, please don't give her that advice. Please go Google that or ask your apartment management or whatever, okay? I cannot touch that. I can't tell you where to use a kerosene heater at. I can't. You're welcome. You said you haven't yet. I need to figure out how to do it. Okay, the first thing you need to do is take it out of the box. Get it out of the box and read the instructions. That's the only way you're gonna start. Okay? After you read the instructions, then look at some YouTube videos. That's the only way you're gonna start. It's the only way it's gonna work. Urban Backyard Homestead said, thanks to you, I have multiple generators, oil lamps, buddy heaters, lots of extra fuel, Wix Wave 2 with extra battery. I've been looking to invest in diesel heaters. Haven't chosen one yet. Okay. 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 JP Loves has had it since 2012. My wife said that heater is her lifesaver. Hey, go get some low voltage, low wattage, DC electric blankets that you can plug into your solar power generator. It only uses like 45 watts, but it gets so warm. They're I don't know what they cost anymore, but they used to cost like 20 bucks. I used to give them away here on this channel. Um, but I got about 4 of them, and I got a couple in my vehicles, and I got a couple on the land. Yeah, the heated blankets, man, they work like gangbusters. How you doing, Rucker Homestead? Good to see you, brother. TLC says, make sure you have extra batteries for carbon monoxide, smoke, and fire detectors. Thank you for that. Please, if you're however you're heating your home, please put a carbon monoxide detector and a smoke detector in the house. Thank you for that, TLC, because just to save your life. You're trying to save your life to stay warm, but you might be doing the opposite if you don't have one of those CO detectors, okay? Said, what a great idea. I'm going to get one of those to plug in my solar generator. Absolutely. Listen, I'm gonna give y'all a little clue. Lately, when I've been on Freedom Acres, what you see behind me, that red red and black checkered blanket behind me, that's a heating blanket. So my back is sitting up against that heated blanket, and it comes down and it comes under my butt. So when I cut that heated blanket on, I plug it into the solar generator, it comes on and keeps me and puppy warm, right? So she might either be on me or laying next to me, so we're both really getting that power, that heat from that electric blanket, and it's only drawing 45 watts. I sit on that blanket all night. So when I'm doing a video with y'all see that I'm not moving much when I'm in the cabin. That's because I'm sitting on this warm blanket. So I know y'all probably like, why has he been sitting there for hours? Because I'm warm and toasty. And to lock in that heat, I will take a blanket or my house coat and put it over me, and it's like a Dutch oven. It's so many different ways and simple ways and cheap ways to stay warm and keep it going. You just don't think about them. What's the best kerosene to buy? What do you mean by what? Oh, you asking JP. What's the best kerosene to buy? Thank you for that, JP. Check on your elders. Check on your elders. How you doing, Alwood Key? I remember it. Hey, Katina Brooks, how you doing? Back to your roots says you haven't been able to watch here in a while, working different shifts. What that behind? Oh yeah, we talk about some safety right now, okay? I'm doing great, out with Key. I'm doing good. I'm just coming in here right now, just trying to let everybody know, get yourselves together. Winter is about to punch us dead in the nuts. It ain't playing. It's not playing with us. Not this year. So this year, for us, it looks like it's going to punch us real hard and walk away for about 2 weeks. It's going to come in swinging knock out a few teeth, and walk away. That's what this storm looked like it's about to do here. So we got the greenhouse ready. Go out. Oh my goodness. Go get the fuel you need for whatever heating source you have. Outward Key says cold in North Carolina, right? See, you see me out here in this shirt, and all I got on is this t-shirt. I can feel the temperature changing as I'm talking because I'm in the shade now. See the shade coming across me from this? Because the sun is moving. That's all it takes for me to go be ready to put on a jacket. A minute ago, and I'm wearing a black t-shirt that's drawing in heat. That's about to end really quick. Hey Dave Busby, how you doing, man? Say I knew we were going to have a strong winter because we hardly had any bad hurricanes. Well, what I'm hearing is the winters that we're having is going to be pretty much on target. Now that's what I'm getting from Ryan Hall. The winters that we're having is going to be the north, you're going to be cold like you're supposed to be. The south is going to be moderate to hot like it's supposed to be. But and so far that has been true. But there still are lingering situations that kind of happen out of the blue. For instance, quick one. Last week it rained for 4 straight days. All over North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida. It rained, northern Florida. It rained for 4 straight days. It wasn't even in the forecast. I checked it every single day. There was no rain, no rain. Matter of fact, the temperatures were supposed to be nice, not a cloud in the sky. It didn't show the sun with a little cloud on it. No, it was pure sunlight, heat, warmth. Everything changed on a dime. This is how I found out. I woke up at about 5 o'clock in the morning because it started raining and that rain was hitting my metal roof. And I thought something was wrong. Started raining. And it didn't stop for 4 days. I did a live stream video and y'all was like, oh, it sounds so peaceful. That was one of them days that it was raining. Patient Saint says, yes, had to rush to the plants rush the plants into the greenhouse. It was weird. It was so crazy. It was so crazy. Let me see. Clarence says, Brother Led been preparing. Alabama winters are brutal. Limbs falling out of the oak trees and pine trees surrounded by them. When them lights go out, last time ours was out for a week. Last time ours was out for 2 weeks. Do y'all remember that? This whole house right here was running off of, like we was on Freedom Acres or something. We was on grid, off grid. Be more prepared for outages and unusual weather and phenomena. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm giving you advice that I live by. Not just live by, like I do it. I live like this for real. Okay, that's a good one, JP, a fire extinguisher. Absolutely. And they even now have the smaller ones that send like a little small spray can if you need it. Right? Uh-oh, hey, hot mama. Look what we got, y'all. I got me one. Get some of that good lettuce. Get that lettuce.
Get out my business.
Get out your business?
Get out my business.
I can't get out your business. Show is purty.
Get out my business.
I'm in your business. She sure is pretty, Paul. But yeah, everybody say, hey, lady.
Hey, everybody.
Say, hey, lady. And take this little human vegetable in with you, because she cold. Okay. Patient Saint, know where your flashlights are before. And not just that. Listen, Patient Saint, that's a good one. Brother, hey, everybody, go charge your stuff. Go charge if you got a solar power generator. Don't be just trying to charge it from the sun. Go in the house, plug it up, and charge it up. This is emergency. Everybody say, hey, little. Go in the house, take your solar power generators and go plug them up right now. Ain't nothing wrong with you using your solar panels, but this is an emergency. So you want them ready, right? So you got solar power, I mean, you got rechargeable flashlights, go charge them. You got rechargeable solar power generators, go charge them. Everything that needs to be recharged, from flashlights, generators, fans, heaters, whatever it is that needs to be charged. I want you to think about it right now. Get out a piece of paper and a pencil, or get your tablet, whatever, and write down a list of everything you need to be getting in, getting ready for battle right now. All power banks, all solar power generators, everything. Let me see. Dirt Rose says 100% off grid. I keep everything charged all the time. Okay, okay. Lady Lady of the house says this is great information, a great reminder to charge everything. Yes, go do it now, right? Uh, what is that? Perfectly says simply simplify, old fashioned. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Uh, yeah, don't you still need a fan. You don't know what you're gonna need it for. You still need your fan, okay? So if you're running something with propane, go get propane. Go get your tanks filled or exchange, whatever the way you do it. If you need kerosene, go get kerosene. If you need lamp oil, they sell lamp oil kerosene. It's expensive for kerosene at the big blue store, but if you need kerosene, they got it. All right. And this cold spell, every time it get cold, everybody take all the wood, they take all the kerosene, they take all the lamp fuel. Go right now. Right?
Come on, pup.
Go, go, go.
Come on.
Go, go, go.
Go get some more. Get cold.
Go.
Cold. Cold.
Okay. So yeah, candles, candles. Get plastic tarps. And here's another one. Keep some of this stuff in your vehicle. I'm not talking about the kerosene and stuff like that. But I will say, keep a diesel heater and a solar power generator, or keep a diesel heater and some diesel fuel, about a gallon of diesel fuel in your car. I'm serious. I'm going to tell you, keep blankets in your car. And if I knew, if my weather was that bad, like up north, I would keep a diesel heater in my car at all times. I'm going to tell you why. That's a good one. I think your name is Raja. Matches. Keep a lighter. Look, it's funny you say that. Look, you can't go wrong with them, man. They don't get old. This is old technology, but it never, you know. But keep food, water. When I say keep food in your car, because see, y'all got to remember, up north, it freezes. Everything freezes. All right, so you got to be realistic. When we talking about keep food in your car, keep things that's non-perishable. But I know this gonna sound bad. I know this gonna sound bad, but it's true. Things like those little packets of tuna and potato chips. Normally I wouldn't be saying be trying to survive off no potato chips, but potato chips are not going to freeze. But they're a source of, it'll keep you alive. I ain't gonna say it's no good food. It ain't, but it'll keep you alive. Something dry. Here you go. There you go. Nuts is a good one. Berries is a good one, but berries will go bad though. See, nuts won't too much, but berries will. Granola bar, that's a good one. Keep some granola bars. That's a good one. Some protein bars, granola bars, beef jerky. If you got some kind of dried meat or something like that, keep that in your car. How you doing? We are natural. Can sardines be high? Whatever is not. Listen. Let's not lose it. Let's not lose it. Okay, That's a good one. Trail mix, dried fruit. Let's not lose it. This is where I want to keep you on a realistic basis. If you're talking about putting sardines in the car, right? That will work. How are you going to eat them if they're frozen solid, right? Let's be realistic. How are you going to eat a can of sardines if they're frozen solid as a rock? You won't even be able to get them out of the can. And the energy that you're taking trying to carve this out, let's remember, everybody ain't down south. Everybody is up north and in the Midwest, where everything freezes, even if it's inside your car. Okay, so I'm not just talking to Southerners. I'm talking to everywhere I've lived in my life. In Ohio, if you leave it in the car for over an hour, it's a rock. Okay, so let's be realistic. The reason why I said those packets of tuna is because even if that packet of tuna freezes solid as a rock, you can still open that packet and you can eat that tuna fish just like a candy bar. In a can of sardines, and say a can of beans or a can of soup, if that freezes solid, it's gonna bulk that can up. And no matter what you do, you ain't gonna be able to get that out of there. It's gonna be frozen. I wouldn't even say spam. It's you can't get spam out of the can when it ain't frozen. I'm talking about things that's easily accessible, because we got to remember, the more energy that you're using to try to remove this food, clearly you are in a desperate situation. This is an emergency. You shouldn't be spending energy uh, trying to get this or carve this food out of here. You're going to end up cutting yourself. And you know when you cold, hey, how many northerners do I got? How many northerners do I got? All it takes is this. And you bleeding. You don't need no knife to cut you. You don't need nothing. All my northerners, Chicago, Detroit, New York, all of my hometown, Ohio, Toledo, Michigan, all of y'all. Y'all know, they're my stomping grounds, right? Y'all know when it gets so cold, all you gotta do is this, and you bleed. Your whole finger done bust open. You don't need nothing to make you start leaking. You will start bleeding your own blood, and you won't even know it. You won't know it until you warm up. He's like, that's weird. I don't know when I cut myself. So you don't want to be jeopardizing yourself trying to open up no can of sardines. And even if somebody said pop top, even if you pop the top, if they frozen solid, every single can of sardines that I've ever had has that inner lip inside. Those sardines is under that lip. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm just trying to be practical, okay? So keep things like that, those pocket proteins, like that packet of tuna fish, not sardine, but beef jerky. You know, let me see. Say just roll with bags over cans all day, all day. They got those packets of chicken just like the tuna fish now. But somebody said granola bars, excellent. If you got those trail mix bars, excellent. Put that stuff in your car, because I did this about 6 years ago. I had this whole long video, and I can't make this up. I can't remember the highway. I think it was I-95 that was clogged up, that people couldn't move. I think it was I-95. People couldn't move on that highway for like 3 or 4 days. Do y'all remember that? This was about 5 or 6 years ago. Do you know that I got so many emails from people telling me that I helped them because they would have never had that stuff in their car? We was just chopping it up. And I think that was like 6 years ago. And I was telling everybody this stuff you need to keep in your car. And people thought I was just joking around and full of crap. And the next thing you know, everybody's stuck on the highway for days. Can you imagine? Listen, y'all. Can you imagine being stuck on the freeway for 4 days, 3 or 4 days, whatever it is, right? 3 or 4 days. in your car with your children. Can you imagine that? You got two babies in the back. You got a teenager in the front. Your car, you got to cut your car off. Um, you got to cut your car off because you can't run out of gas. Think now. Everybody keep thinking if you get caught on the expressway, you good. You good, no worries. If you get caught on the expressway and you sitting there even for one day, if you sitting there for 8 hours, you cannot run your car for 8 hours. You're gonna run out of fuel, and no, now you're gonna be dead in the water. You're gonna cause a worse traffic jam, and you ain't got no heat anyway. So you got to do everything you can to conserve your fuel, right? So if you can heat yourself with blankets and those hand warmers, get those hand warmers, and they really, really, really work. Put them, keep hats and jackets and blankets in your car. All of that stuff. That's right, patients say, keep your, I can't say this enough, keep your vehicle on full at all times. Keep your vehicle maintained as well, but keep your vehicle on Freddy all the time. Do not leave your house if you know you just say, I'm just running over my mama house to drop the kids off. Go fill the car up. Just go fill, just fill. I don't care if you got 3/4 of a tank. Go put some gas in the car. I'm telling you, man. I used to be notorious for having always driving on E. Nobody even wanted to get in my car. Look at it. Nobody wanted to get in my vehicle because I was always running on E. People get in my car. Even my wife used to get in my car and lean over and look at the gas needle because I was notorious for driving on an empty tank of gas, and I always notorious for running out of gas. Man, after I moved to the South, where nobody is coming to help you on these old back roads, and there's not another human being that lives anywhere close for another 5 to 10 miles. Don't be driving around here. Don't be driving around here with no gas in your doggone truck. Don't do it. Not down south. See, up north in certain places, you can catch a bus, you can catch a cab. You can't do that down here. When your car stops, you better you better look in the back of your truck and remember everything you got. If the tow truck man tell you, you call him, he say he coming, and it's gonna take about 4 hours. What you gonna do for 4 hours? You're stuck in the middle of nowhere, and there's nothing around you but the woods and fields of corn and cotton. You got to do some thinking, right? Let me see. That's right. Not down south. Not down here. Let me tell you something else about down south. And this goes for winter travel as well. Okay, this is no matter where you are. This is about winter travel. If you look at your GPS and it tell you that you're going to save 30 minutes by taking these back roads, don't don't do it. Don't do it. If it tell you if you take this back road and these back roads, it's going to save you 30 minutes. Screw that 30 minutes. Go with all the main roads that you possibly can, even if it put you out the way for an hour. If it put you out the way for 2 hours, stay on the main roads. Two reasons. They do not take care of the back roads. They don't keep them clean. When I say clean, they don't brush off no snow. They don't put salt on them. And this goes for all across the country. Okay? This ain't just the South. This ain't just the North. They don't maintain back roads. The only thing that the city and the state maintains is municipal highways, main roads. That's all they care about. If you're riding those back roads and something happens to your vehicle, you got two problems. One, you might just end up in a snowbank. You might end up with your car breaking down. And then if that tow truck can't come get to you, you are on your own. And when we're having inclement weather, you're not the only one the car acted up or broke down. Everybody is breaking down. Everybody is stuck in a ditch. Remember that. So just because you find a tow truck service and you got full coverage on your insurance does not mean that that tow truck driver is going to stop everything he's doing and come and save you. You got to think about yourself right now, okay? Everything you do right now, unfortunately, is got to be about self. So I'm trying to tell people this stuff because it's little bitty things you just don't think about that literally I live every day. Because as I travel across this country, these are things I have to do before I leave. I can't not leave without my doggone bug out bag. I can't do it. I got a perfect example of why I don't leave without my bug out bag, just to prove my truth to you. I was on my way. This was about 3 years ago, I think, something like that. And I was coming from Florida. Do y'all remember that? I did a video and I did a live stream. The live stream was I was trapped in Florida. My truck broke down in Florida. I was on the side of the road and there was nothing 10 to 15 miles in front of me. The next exit was probably 15 miles ahead of me. And the last exit behind me was about 10 or 15 exits behind me. There was nothing around me. Now, let me put a little scenario in there for you, okay? I'm in Florida. I'm coming up, what is that, I-95. I'm in a rural part of northern Florida. There is nothing. So when you get out your car, you got to worry. You can't go out there looking under the hood, trying to figure stuff out, climbing under there, see if you got a leak. It's alligators and stuff out there. It's pythons, alligators, poisonous snakes. You're in a tropical world. So you just can't be jumping all out your car like, let me go check it out, see what it is. Even if it's your tire is flat, you got to look out your car before you get out. So get this. I don't get out the car. I called the tow truck dude. He will be there in 6 hours or whatever it was. It was something stupid. Let me tell you something. I had an extra pair of shoes. Now remember, this was summertime, so it wasn't the cold that got me. But I had on Crocs. I had on Crocs while I was driving. But even when I got on Crocs while I'm driving, I got some extra shoes in the back. I don't play like that, okay? Pulled out my boots, put on my boots. Had on a little fancy. Y'all saw me kind of little sharpened up. Man, take that shit off, man. Put on some raggedy clothes, because if I have to walk and I have to get my walk on or whatever, that's what I had to do. I had a little fold down scooter in there that do about 45 mile an hour. Y'all seen that video? Had a little fold down scooter just in case I got to get up out of here. Um, I had my protection with me, boom, boom, and I had my bug out bag full of food, supplies, extra batteries, those rechargeable battery pack, everything I needed, extra blankets, flashlight, everything I need was in my bug out bag, and it wasn't my big bug out bag. It's the one I carry every day. I can prove to you right this very second, and I should, that I don't go nowhere without my doggone bug out bag. One of them, I usually carry my everyday carry that stays on my back. I can show you that. And then my everyday get around bug out bag stays in my car every day. It's full of tarps, raincoat, rain gear, man, gloves, little work gloves. You ain't gonna fit a whole bunch of big winter gloves, but some work gloves that'll keep your fingertips warm. I'm telling you, y'all think this is a game? I'm giving you game from how I really live and the things that I've been through. So all of the stuff that I be suggesting all the time is from my life experiences, and they work every single time. Um, hey, Miss Shirley OG, how you doing? Uh, I've been doing this for years. For years. As a matter of fact, y'all have seen me in all these different states around the country, and when y'all meet me, this is how I get down. Okay, say back to Root says, okay, thank you. How do you keep your liquids to drink in how do you keep your water liquids to drink in a cold car. You just keep them in the normal bottles. They gonna swell up, they gonna freeze. But if you got water bottles in there, you ain't. They say you ain't supposed to keep water bottles in the car. Don't put water bottles in the car exposed to the sunlight. Put them in something covered, like a little lunchbox or something like that. I keep all my water bottles in. I have a Vivor DC refrigerator. I keep all my water in that, so no light ever gets to it. And as a matter of fact, every time I cut my car on, my Vivor diesel DC refrigerator cuts on, so it starts to cool. It starts to work every single time I get in my truck, right? So, but if your water happens to freeze, it's a win-win situation. You ain't worried about that. You, hey, cut the bottle, cut the top off that bottle, and then push it like a push pop. Eat your water. Eat it like it is water, you know? But that's, you got to think realistically about all the stuff that you're getting yourself ready for. Do I have any questions at all? TLC says the juice box type water is better than water bottles in car. Yeah, that's true. But if you keep it in a dark place, you good too. That's true. Let me see. Do y'all have any questions? If so, throw them at me. Simply says, I was stuck in a blizzard in my car for 4 or 5 hours once because someone tried to steal my car and the tow company couldn't get to me. Grateful for what I had in the car and have better preps now. There you go. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. JP, how many people own thermals? Let me see. Okay, everything with, I can't say. Say I keep my water bottles in insulated cooler bag. It keeps it from completely freezing. That's smart. That's smart. But in the north, that's not gonna work. I promise you, that's not gonna work up there. Um, you welcome back to your roots. Let's see. No, don't get no canned water. Don't get canned water. Don't do that. Because you won't have no way to get the water out of the can if it freezes. So what we're talking about now is winter weather. Inclement winter weather is what we're talking about. That's the discussion right now. So that's what we're preparing for. We're not just preparing for just any old thing. Okay, we have these conversations as the seasons change. We change this conversation. Miss Shirley OG said it's snowing in Ohio now. Really for the storm. Ready for the storm. I know. They TLC in the garden just said the same thing. She in Ohio. I can't do it. I can't do it. So let me see. Leon says, I'm in Florida. If I knew you were, if I knew where you was, if I knew where you was, I would have came to your rescue. And man, I appreciate that. It was so many people that was like, I'm coming to get you, lad. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Listen, that day, normally I'd be like, no, I think I can handle it. I think I got it. That day though, I'm in the middle of nowhere. And I kept, let me tell you something. If you ain't ever been to Florida, if you don't know nothing about Florida, why you driving down 95? You 75, 95, what's the other one? I think, is that 40? Whatever it is. You know what you see constantly? Wild boars everywhere. Wild pigs. If you don't know what a wild boar is, it's a wild pig everywhere. So while you sitting on the side of the road, wild pigs right there in the woods, you can't say nothing, do nothing about it. But let me tell you something about a wild pig. Number one, they delicious. Number two, number two, they will peel you. I had to change a little wordage on that. They can peel you. Don't ever think this little bitty pig can't remove you from this earth. Those pigs will literally peel a man if you dig what I'm saying. They say you think they delicious too. Let me see. Felicia says been snowing in Indiana, freezing here for a few weeks now. God, I can't go back. I love my northern. I love my family and friends. I can't go back, man. I can't go back. Uh, Off the grid says we are having a heat wave down here in the West Texas, getting too close to the 70s this week. Okay. Hey yo, let me tell you, uh, Interstate 10. It's 10 that I'm thinking of, Thunder. It's in 10, I-10. Thank you for that. Let me see. Tracy Williams said, I just bought a buddy heater today. Go open it. Right now, go open it. Go open it and use it. And if you got questions right now, I'm here right now that you can ask me right now. Uh, Gina says it's 60 degrees in Colorado, mixed up weather. Yeah, that's bizarre. We Are Natural says I can't do that snow. It looks beautiful. I had enough of that. Yeah, I had enough of that. I did that all my life. I had enough of that. Let me see. Sun Energy says, "Yep, I live in Florida." And you live in Florida, Sun Energy? Okay, okay. Says, and I see it all. You see it all: boars, deers, black bears, panthers, and more. And you know something? If I hadn't seen some of that stuff with my own eyes every time I'm down there, this is a true story. I wish my wife was out here right now because you want to know a game we play? While we're driving on the road, we play how many piggies? You know what that is? How many piggies can you see from wherever we say we stop and get gas? Okay? And then we end up stopping to get gas again. How many piggies did we see in that? She got to go back in the house because she cold. Go back in the house. Go on because you're just going to freeze. Matter of fact, go look on my back door and get my black jacket. It's cold as ice out here. Leave her and then get the jacket. Thank you, sir. Uh, the deer are crazy numbers this year. Yes, they are. Oh, me and Lady Led, we got the Freedom Acres the week or two ago. Let me tell you something. It wasn't one deer hit, one deer strike. Man, they was busted all over the road, all around the road. I was driving like 30 mile an hour because I keep telling people like, yo, around Freedom Acres, deer are like roaches. I can't make this up. The deer are like actual roaches. It's so many. Like, it's so many that when I cut my trail cam on, it be hundreds of videos that I have to erase because it's just deer walking past the cameras all the time. I look at all my videos, inspect them, and then, if it's deer, I let it go. But most of them is deer. Deer, fox, coyotes, stuff like that. Cats. Let me see. Letitia says, I'm in Cincinnati. It's hard. It has started snowing here. It hadn't started snowing here yet, but I'm putting plastic up on the windows. I uh, you picked the wrong one, Willis. It's okay. This is my good jacket. I don't want this smelling like Texas barbecue. So I wanted to come in here. I didn't want to take all day. If you guys don't have any questions, what I'm trying to do, is, let me let you go, because you know I didn't say that. What I'm trying to do is make sure that everybody is on point. Everybody got it up. Listen, if you have any questions, if you have any questions, please put it in the comment section below. If you have any questions, I'm talking about, be honest. Listen, if you don't think you're ready, even if you think you're ready, have a conversation in the comment section and help other people when I can't help them. Okay? So go down there in the comment section and make sure that people know. Help me, help me help other people, please. I'm begging you for that. Say all my family members are retired from their New York and New Jersey jobs, relocated back home to the South Carolina, and they're never going back up north. Those winters are brutal. I can't do it. I cannot do it. Right? So everybody, please, please, right now, what y'all about to see something. Well, you ain't gonna see it. Me and my son we about to build a smoker. Me and my son about to weld up a smoker. Okay, question. How do I safely store fuel for my buddy heater? What do you mean safely store your fuel? Your fuel is in a canister. So please explain. Uh, Sonia says, I cannot afford all that I need this winter, but I have the first aid kit, just ordered emergency blankets. Where can I get supplies cheap? I don't know. But and like I said, these are things that all of it is expensive now. Okay, I'm being realistic with you. Everything is expensive now. But I've been talking about this for the last doggone 15 years. All of this stuff is expensive now. So trying to get everything right now is literally probably pretty much impossible for most people. Okay? This is why I say buy a little bit at a time. A little bit at a time. You ain't got to buy this all at one time. Every in the summertime, you know what you should be looking at? Buddy heaters. In the spring, you should be looking at buddy heaters because they on clearance and they mark down the dog on $30. You don't gotta have a buddy heater. Um, you don't gotta have a buddy heater. You can also have like Walmart has the Ozark Trail buddy heater. That's shoot 2/3 cheaper, and this is the stuff you got to be looking for off when you off season looking for this stuff. Now if you don't have the money, which is totally understandable because most people don't, this is what you should be doing: packing up with simple logical items. Put as many blankets in your car as you possibly can, but that doesn't change the food situation. The same foods I mentioned before. Put it in your car. Granola bars, beef jerky, and water, stuff like that. Get that stuff in your car. Get that bug out bag in your car. If you don't have a bug out bag, if you do not have a bug out bag, look around your house and get a doggone duffel bag, get a grocery bag, and put in this bag things that you think that would help you save your life if you got stranded on the road. How many people don't have a bug out bag? Raise your hand. How many people do not have a bug out bag? Raise your hand. Because we're going to make one right now. Okay? You don't have one, Snyder? Who does not have one? Okay. Greg doesn't have one. Okay. Bless doesn't have one. Okay. Melody, can I keep those 1 pound propane canisters safely in my home? I cannot legally answer that. Okay, Google it, look at the product reviews on it, go to the manufacturer website and ask that. That is not a legal question I can answer. Okay, Chef Handyman does not have a bug out bag. Tim does not have one. Tracy Williams, Terry Brooks's process in making mine. Okay, and says you don't. Snyder says don't have one. Okay. 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 All right. So here we go. No. You said the military outposts have wool blankets, emergency supplies, and the military outposts also. You better have some money. Your wallet better be on point when you go into the surplus stores nowadays. You just can't go into a military surplus store and you're gonna come out with a couple of dollars. You're gonna spend a couple of dollars. No. It don't work that way no more. If you go into any military surplus store, and trust me, I used to live in one back home. I refuse to go in a military surplus store these days or a specialty store. No, You don't need a wool blanket. I'm gonna tell you where they're even cheaper. Uh, Enjoy for life says I have one too many kids, so I have a lot of them. Okay, one for each one of them, as well as me and my husband have one each. There you go. Go to the Goodwill. I don't know whether you got a Goodwill in your town, a Goodwill, a Savers, all of those thrifty type of stores. Who somebody just said thrift store? Okay, thrift. Go to your local thrift store, whatever it is, whether it's and some they got some mom and pop thrift stores too. Go get the blankets. All of my blankets that you see on Freedom Acres, in my RV, in my truck, in my cars, are from the Goodwill. I can't make that up. All of my good linen, they stay in this house. But all of my, hey, it's time to get gangster linen, go to the Goodwill, pay $3, $3 to $5, and get you a nice big thick quilt, big thick blanket. Somebody back in the day probably paid $1 billion for. Go wash it first. Go to the laundromat and wash it first. Okay? Now let's remember something. These are covers. These are blankets. Okay? Everybody wasn't trying to stay warm with these blankets. Some people was trying to cool down, if you dig what I'm saying. So make sure you take all of your blankets that you find at the Goodwill and thrift stores to the laundromat, put them in the biggest washing machine you can find and as much soap as you can shove in there, and make sure they wash thoroughly. Okay? And then after you're done, shine a black light on them. You might find a crime scene on this cover. So I'm just being realistic. Just make sure, shine that black light on them, cut the lights out, and make sure it doesn't say red rum or something on there. Just you don't know. These might hey. These them Goodwill covers also might be hotel covers. Cause hotels and motels, they donate their covers after they done been abused. You know what I'm saying? After them covers done been abused in some of these hotel rooms, they let them go. All right. And here's the worst part about all the thrift stores: they don't wash nothing. You donate it to them, and then they put that cover in this big bin or hang it on one of them big old racks. They ain't washing anything. Okay? So don't go grabbing them. If you see people inside of the Goodwill and they got gloves on like this, and you like, oh, that's nasty. No. Look at their gloves. Look at every worker inside the Goodwill that got these gloves on just like this. They be black and dirty, don't they? Yeah, because they don't want to touch. They know this where this stuff is coming from. It's coming out of people's basement. Somebody grandmama passed away and she done had this stuff down in her basement for like 57 years and stuff like. Man, mold is on some of this stuff. Man, wash this stuff. But nevertheless, I'm telling you all this stuff to stay safe. So if you don't even have the money, let me tell you this. If you don't have the money, you still don't have the excuse to be simple and be just as logical with it. You do not have to have solar power generators. You don't have to have all this fancy schmancy stuff that we've been talking about. You can go get some blankets. You know what else you can have? Some socks, extra pairs of socks, extra gloves, extra jackets, extra hats. You can have, let's talk realistic before I go. Let's talk realistic. Somebody, no technology, tell me what can you do? I'm gonna say start with blankets. If you don't got no money, what can you keep in your car in your house to keep your family warm? Come on, everybody. I'm gonna say blankets, because you can find blankets anywhere. People give blankets away. No, thermals cost money. Thermals cost a lot of money. Wool costs a lot of money. Sleeping bags, the sleeping bags that you can afford are worthless. Long johns cost too much money. We're trying to help people. Like the young lady earlier said, she don't have money. What can she do? Come on with me, y'all. We got to be able to think a little bit more slicker than this, okay? Because everybody does not have that kind of money or income. Some people are on fixed incomes. Hot water bottles are very expensive, and that's not practical. Layer clothing. Now we talking. Keep them old t-shirts. Now we talking. Hats, socks, gloves. Now we talking. Thank you, Chosen. Thank you, Fatima. Thank you, Raja. Layer clothing, yes. Let me see. Sweats, yes. Jogging pants, jogging shirt. Dirt cheap. Whether you get them from the Goodwill or you get them brand new. Dirt cheap. That is more logical. That is very logical. You can look in my size. I can come out with a whole sweatpants, sweatshirt for about what, $15, $20 tops. You got a whole setup. Is Roller? Okay. I thought that was just a J I kept looking at. That's a new name. Okay. Tights and leggings. Don't do that. Don't. Are you saying stuff on purpose? Tights and leggings ain't gonna keep you warm. I don't know one woman walking around in tights and leggings that is warm. That's what? Said no, they have winter leggings. That sounds expensive though. Is it? My daughter wears thick leggings. Okay. They got fleece leggings. Now the question is, are they affordable for a person on a fixed income and don't have no water? I mean, don't have no money. Yeah, I know. So yours was about $10. Okay. Uh, Oxy says hers was about $10. Okay. La Familia says when my mother couldn't find our gloves, she would improvise and put 2 or 3 pairs of socks over our hands. Us too. Us too. I used to have them gloves, them socks with the red stripes or blue stripes around them. That's a good one. That was a good one, La Familia. That's smart. Oh, I didn't know. Well, you see, I'm not a girl, so a woman, so some are affordable in smaller sizes. Uh we ain't gonna, I'm gonna move this. Let's not do that in caps thing. Okay? For me. Pretty please. Okay, yes, Dollar leggings. Okay. You see clearly I'm not a woman, so I wouldn't know. I just thought they was expensive. Y'all make them look expensive. I'm just saying. Y'all make them look expensive. Okay? When y'all I did what do I know? Okay. So listen, if you have any questions, I'm gonna let y'all go right now for real. Because I don't want to make this video long. I want y'all to be able to get to it and get through it. All right. So go ahead and put all the help you possibly can. What could you help people with? Name as many items as you want to. Name as many items as you want to. What will people need to get through winter with their power and their lights got cut off? And then go ahead and do one for people with some money, and then do one where people ain't got no money and they on a fixed income. Okay, so put as many things in that comment section as you possibly can, and I greatly appreciate it. Everybody out there, be safe, stay warm. I love you. Lead Farmer 73, and I'm out. Peace, y'all.